Got another deep thoughts conversation for y'all, man, because I really want to tap into distractions today because, bro, if I'm being honest with y'all, I feel like I've been distracting myself a lot. And as I started to be more open and honest with myself, I started really understanding. And you know when you get to a point where like you're going, I don't know if I want to say going through something, like you're doing something but you know you should be doing the opposite, but you're finding like justifications to validate the reason why you're not doing what you know you should be doing. So I feel like it's been a lot of that. You get what I'm saying? Like I haven't been sitting with myself as much, you know, as I normally do. And I've been feeling, I guess you could say the repercussions of that. Like I haven't been able to have that strong control over where I dictate my energy. You get what I'm saying? Or like when I have certain emotions come up, I haven't been able to, you know, get back centered as well as I would normally do. You feel me? And that comes from me just like not meditating consistently. You feel me? Like maybe skipping a day or two. And then I started meditating more throughout the days since I had more time off, and not doing that, watching something, you feel me, having conversations. So I just haven't been sitting with myself, you feel me, and I've been justifying it in many ways, you know, not telling myself it's okay to rest, which it is, but I think it's important to pay attention to your body, your mind, body, and soul, and when you do, you know when you genuinely need that rest and when you're procrastinating. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like not a lot, but I feel like I've been on that end of procrastination, and I've also been justifying it in other ways too. Like my social media, like TikTok is doing pretty well. I just started posting on YouTube consistently, so that's doing well now for me too. So a lot of the times I'll use those things as justification for everything else in my life. You get what I'm saying? And it's not good to do that because you aren't those things. You get what I'm saying? Like I am doing what I'm passionate about and what I love, but I am not what I love. You get what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Like it has to be a separation. And just because I'm being consistent or I'm doing well on these platforms and I'm building, you know, this life I desire, doesn't mean it's okay to leave my room a mess. You get what I'm saying? For like weeks at a time. Or it's okay to not clean the bathroom, you feel me, for weeks at a time. Like things like that, you feel me, getting lazy with your self-care, you feel me, just because that's doing well. These all play in tandem with each other. You get what I'm saying? I'm able to do what I love and desire, like openly, when I am taking care of all of those things, you feel me? And sometimes it's just you need a reminder, you get what I'm saying? And a lot of times in the past, I'd have that awareness, but I just kind of like let it fly by, you feel me? Like thought come in my head, I'm like, yeah, whatever, like I'm doing this, you feel me? I don't have time, you feel me? Like there's no such thing, bro. Like and it's when you start getting deeper into that and into yourself, you start realizing these things, like, bro, the amount of things, especially like, I'm gonna talk about this real quick. Like if you, to any males that's watching my YouTube channel, any men, any gods, I should say, that's watching my YouTube channel, I really encourage you to practice semen retention and also just cleansing yourself of any, well, everybody, you feel me, should cleanse yourself of any attachments or, you know, your vices. Just take a break and separate yourself from that, because once you get so accustomed to any sort of vice or just daily habits, that becomes who you are, and you're not those things, you feel me? You're not that person that loves me. You're not that person that loves playing video games. You get what I'm saying? Like you need to be able to separate yourself from these things for a time to really truly discover yourself, and if you're truly aligned with those things, you feel me? You get what I'm saying? And then also analyze, is this getting me to where I desire to be, or is this hindering me from where I'm trying to be? And getting back to the semen retention, I need all the guys to do this, bro. Like once you tap into yourself like on that deep level, like once you like really you hold that life force within yourself, like it's bro, I can't even explain the like fulfillment you feel and the empowerment you feel. Like you so in tune with yourself, like it's not cap when they tell you the clarity you get. And when you match that with like meditating, and then you match that with working out, and I know I've said this plenty of times, but I really need y'all to understand this. Like when you start adding these layers that separate you, you feel me, from, I'm not even, it's not even about separating you from everybody else. When you start getting more in tune with yourself, bro, in these different forms, whether it be journaling, whatever works for you, that helps you tap into who you are, it just gets so much deeper. And then you start to realize how clear, once you clear your mind, and it's like, you know, everybody say that when you meditate. No, it gets, what I've learned, I've been meditating for about 2 years, and I'll say 1 year really consistently, right? And what that has taught me was the more you can clear your mind of distractions, attachments, materialistic thing, anything in the outside world, the more clear your inner voice gets, you feel me? And now I'm truly understanding, like, oh, this is what they mean by your higher self. Like, you move in this flow state consistently. Like, you're able to truly master yourself and your emotions and your reactions and, like, your thought process. Like, everything is clear. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I'll give you an example. Like, when I stopped listening to music, bro, I was able to like break those patterns and be able to like, how can I explain it? Like, you know, when you hear like your favorite song or something like that, or you hear something and it's just stuck in your head, and then maybe the next song pops up, and once I eliminated listening to music, like not as much, I didn't have those like where songs are just constantly going in my head, or I'm repeating it and I feel like I can't get that song to stop replaying in my head. Or once I stopped listening to watching certain things that wasn't helping me, like I stopped having those, you feel me, thinking about those scenarios, and it just freed up space. Like, think of your mind as like a hard drive, and you just, every time you eliminate an attachment, something materialistic or outside of yourself, it's just, you're deleting that space and you're creating space for more of you to flow through, if that makes sense. You get what I'm saying? Because you ever watched, I really love music, right, on the production side of things. So one thing I noticed is when I watch like producers, or even artists as well, like anybody, in any creation space, they always talk about how they separate themselves from the industry when they're making their own stuff. So like, let's say you make a lot of beats. I've heard a lot of the top producers say they don't really listen to music when they're in a state of they're making a project, because it's easy for stuff to bleed through. You get what I'm saying? And take inspiration without even consciously knowing. You feel me? You just being influenced by that. So they sit, basically, even if they don't know it, they're sitting with themselves and they're living in, you feel me? They're making those connections within themselves. Obviously, everybody's connected, you feel me? And there's a collective consciousness, and you know, but there's something like empowering when you're able to tap into a certain frequency, and that's, you're just going deeper within yourself. You feel me? You're able to really, every time you do that, and the more consistently you do that, you're able to bleed through more of you than anybody else. You get what I'm saying? So like, that's what I feel like artists always preach about as well. Like, they're able, when they take that time to just work on their stuff and they're not listening to anything, or they're not consuming, you know, whatever it is in their field, they're able to truly tap into themselves and bleed through and really showcase their soul, you feel me? And like, just manifest it in this physical form. And I think that's dope. But I feel like the main thing I want to chop it up with y'all about is what I talked about earlier, is like, when you feel like when you get that feeling, right, of being distracted, or any feeling that you just can't shake, 9 times out of 10, that's your gut or your soul speaking through you. You get what I'm saying? And when you ignore that is when you start to experience states of anxiety, depression, the list goes on and on. Like, you feel me? Whether it be suicidal thoughts, like, it goes on and on. It depends on the person, the circumstances, etc. But pay attention to that, because for so long I used to ignore those feelings. And you know, when I was younger, and I spoke about that a little bit, cause you know, I used to have panic attacks. I think that's what contributed to me having asthma and shit like that at one point in my life. But overall, bro, you just gotta listen to that, bro. Take time. If you're feeling anxiety, even if you don't know what you're feeling, I promise you, if you just sit with yourself, meditate, or just journal, or even if you just want to sit in silence, that helps me out a lot too. I have a lot of my best ideas just sitting in silence, or having conversations like these that I record now, but like I'll be doing this with myself, just constantly talking to myself, working through things out with myself. You get what I'm saying? Nobody is gonna paint the perfect path for you. There's nobody you could go to that can give you this perfect game plan on how to be successful. You feel me? Because you always see like people, those gurus or those YouTube ads or these, you know, these Fortune 500, whatever, these billionaires or whatever, and they're always like, yo, take my course, you feel me? I'll show you, you can do the same thing. And like, yeah, those people get some level of success. You feel me? They'll reach something, but you're not really tapping into anything, bro, because that's not your path. Like, you know what I'm saying? You might like the same things, you might not even love the same things, but that's not your path, so you're not going to be where that person is going to be. You feel me? Your path is going to be different. Nobody has what you need but you. Nobody has the answers to who you are or to who you need to be or to where you should go but you, no matter who you talk to. Use everybody as just a resource. You get what I'm saying? And not use in the sense of, you know, like, you know, in the general term, using somebody just for what you can gain, but I mean, like, everybody should just be a resource to you. They shouldn't be the end-all, be-all. You feel me? Like, I always talk about, like, at my job, people will come, and I'm pretty sure y'all experience this too. People will come to your job, right, your workplace, and be like, and they'll just want you to be the end-all, be-all. Like, oh, can you show me? What is this? I need to know this, and that. It's like, I shouldn't be your end-all, be-all, bro. You shouldn't come here and not know anything about anything. Granted, there are some exclusions, but for the most part, if you are coming to buy something, you should have some prior knowledge to it. These oppressors and everybody, all the elites, everything, bro. The thing they love is keeping us, damn, my mind is going in so many different places. The thing they love is to keep us reliant on them. Think about it, Section 8, welfare, what else? What's the other one? EBT, like all of that. You feel me? Like all those things that we have to go to them, like marriage license, like things, all this stuff that they require, supermarkets, gas stations, like everything is built up so we have to go to them. You feel me? Like everything's built up so we have to go to somebody else. We're so less self-efficient. You feel me? Like we'd rather be taken care of than to be able to rely on what we have in our knowledge and ourselves and our people. You get what I'm saying? We have to go everywhere outside of ourselves to get what we need, and then the stuff they're giving us is not even sustainable. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, my brain went everywhere with that one. I'm trying to think where I was trying to go, but the point is, you don't need anything outside of yourself. You feel me? I know this world has conditioned us that we need to rely on them. We need to go to their schools to be successful. We need to learn their curriculum. We need to learn their language. We need to make their currency. You feel me? Or you're gonna be homeless. And if you're homeless, you are useless. You're nobody. You feel me? You're the bottom of the barrel. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it goes on and on, bro. Like, it goes on, and it's just like, you don't need. Bro, all you need is yourself, bro. And I learned that the more and more I hammered that into my head, and the more and more I actually did it. Like, experience is going to be your best teacher, bro. I can tell you this all the time. And it's as much people, whoever watches this, let's say 1 million people watch this video, bro. How many of y'all are really going to act on this? Or how many people are going to jump in the comments and tell me why I'm wrong? Or even why I'm right? Either one doesn't really matter. It's about, I'm just sharing my experience and what helped me, because I know that this will help and guide the next person to find out who they truly are. That's all it is. I'm just a messenger, bro. All your favorite people that you watch or whatever, they should just be the messenger. You feel me? To look at them as like, they're not deities. They're not anything above you or lesser than you. Just take the gems that resonate, whatever resonates, do your own work, you feel me? And then you're gonna be straight. Like it's that simple. And then if you need tips like that, there's mad tips online about how to meditate. You feel me? You could always use references, but I wouldn't even go in too deep into that. You feel me? Like I'd say you could start to look up like beginner tips and stuff like that, but like even then just start. You feel me? Just sit with yourself. Close your eyes, set a timer for yourself, and just sit with yourself and observe your thoughts, see what keeps popping up, and then ask yourself why does this keep popping up. It's really a game of asking yourself why, and then listening and being not only receptive to what that answer will be, but also objective. You feel me? Like you always hear people say like, look at when you're meditating, visualize like yourself. Visualize yourself outside of this physical body, observing your emotions and stuff like that. So basically just being objective. Like don't attach an emotion to whatever arises. You get what I'm saying? Just let it pop up. And then if it's something that you feel me like that you feel like you need to speak on, then speak on it. Like it goes deep, because I meditate different depending on how I'm feeling today. You feel me? Like it's different things. Like sometimes when I'm meditating and things are arising in my mind, I'll ask myself why. And then sometimes I'll just, you feel me, want to stay focused on clearing my thoughts, clearing my head, you feel me? And just being in silence, you feel me? So I'll let just things go by, and that it'll be like that. But it's all different types of ways. There's no perfect way to meditate. There's no perfect way for self-discovery. There's no script. There's no blueprint. You get what I'm saying? There are clues and there are gems out there. You feel me? But you don't need to read all the books. And that's what I'm learning too. Because I was like, yo, I need to buy all these books. And I'm just like, nah, bro. I'm only going to get the ones I really resonate with. And the other ones, you feel me? Maybe I'll look into some notes or something like that. But everything we need is within ourselves. And I realized that the more and more I step into who I am, and the more and more I walk in my purpose. Like literally from when I started this journey to where I'm at now, I look back and I'm like, damn, that's why that happened. So this could happen. You get what I'm saying? But you won't have that foresight until things get, you feel me, get like that. You feel me? Until you get down the road and be like, damn, okay, that's why that happened. Okay, this happened because of that. And then you could also, then you have reference points. Like, you feel me? Oh, this happened last time. So maybe there's another approach I could take to get here. You get what I'm saying? And it goes on and on. You feel me? But the main thing is just trust yourself, listen to your gut. It's never going to steer you wrong, bro. If something don't feel right, 9 times out of 10 it don't feel right. But you also got to ask yourself why. That's the key. And being objective with yourself. Because if you can't talk to yourself openly and freely, then you get what I'm saying? 1, you're not going to be able to do that with anybody else. 2, you're never going to truly master yourself, because if you can't be open and honest with yourself, what makes you think, how are you going to be like that for another person if that's what you want? Or how are you going to be like that for the person you're trying to be? You get what I'm saying? Like, you have to be able to have that bond, you feel me? That love for yourself, you feel me? Like, be able to go deep within, you feel me? And keep going deeper, you feel me? Like, and once you're able to do that, everything gonna take off, bro. Everything gonna take off. Like, I'm telling y'all, like, I done sit and had conversations with myself, like, yo, like, why did I do that? Like, why am I afraid? And then the answer is right there. I was just ignoring it. You get what I'm saying? It's like, oh, because, you know, well, you just reached this goal. Now it's like, what's next? Like, are you going to be able to sustain it? Are you going to be able to do this? How are you truly going to be able to help people? You feel me? You start getting in your own head. You feel me? And monitor your thoughts too, because when you get to these spaces where you are working to be this person or this version of yourself that you want to be, that old conditioning, old beliefs, you always hear people talking about it, you got to get rid of that. But it's not like I'm stopped. Nah, it doesn't work like that. You have to unpack that, and that starts by asking why. And then once you start to unpack that, you make room for new things. Just like what I said earlier with the hard drive, as you start clearing your trash bin, you start to have space for everything else, bro. And that's when you start manifesting everything. Like, the more I work on myself, the more I've grown in life, bro. That's just how it is. Like, because you could make, let's say you could work a job and make $100,000 an hour. I said an hour. That'd be some bread, right? $100,000 a year, right? But that doesn't necessarily mean you are the best version of yourself, because money is not real. You get what I'm saying? It holds an energy, but it's not real. Like, you get what I'm saying? We give it that energy. You feel me? Just like we give them the energy by participating in working, participating in paying bills, participating in paying taxes. You feel me? And so on and so forth. We give it energy. So think about it. If you gave all that energy to yourself, you feel me? If you built a routine around putting all that energy into outside sources or jobs into yourself, imagine the payoff you'd have. Not about that it's like, you know, but imagine that fulfillment you'd have if you just redirected all that energy within, bro. Like, it's so gratifying. Like, I can't tell y'all, like, when I released a lot of my attachments and everything, like, bro, I'm in a great space, bro. Like, you'll see me, if you follow me on TikTok, you'll see me talking about topics, and I'm very passionate when I speak, bro. You feel me? So it could seem like I'm angry or I'm in a, nah, bro, I just feel really passionate. And in that moment, I was channeling a certain energy, and I spoke on it. You get what I'm saying? Like, if I feel like these videos, some of these videos, you might give me like speaking, like, you feel me? Like, just, it might seem like I'm speaking aggressive or whatever. Some videos it might be like this where I'm just mellow. It depends on the energy that I'm channeling and whatever I'm talking about. You get what I'm saying? And I peeped that because I started, it's crazy, bro. This shit go on and on, but like, how I got to this point is because of trial and error. When I first started my YouTube channel, I was worried about like, oh, I need to say the right things. It needs to be about this trending topic. You feel me? Like, within what I want to talk about. So helping people. So like, what are people talking about on the internet that's helping people, and how could I put my own spin? And then I had to get out of that, bro, because I took a break. I took like 2 months off of YouTube last year towards the end of the year, because I was just like, damn, like, I feel like I'm always thinking I need to say this or I need to say that, and it's not a matter of that. But me being comfortable with that idea to, you know, go within and figure out what it is and why I feel like that, led me to mastering like myself. Like, me continuing to meditate, journal, and all of that led me to a path now where I can speak to you like that, because I was able to do that work. And what got me there was like, oh, when you feel this energy and something you see or something comes to your mind and it got your wheels turning, like, it's like when your soul is speaking to yourself. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. Like, when it just feels like I need to get this off, or I need to say this, record it. You get what I'm saying? Or like, even if I don't record it, like, just speak on it, get it out. You feel me? Clear it. Like, let me walk through these thoughts. Let me walk through these motions with myself. You get what I'm saying? And I realized in those moments, that's when I need to use my voice, because that's when I'm truly invested in it. And at that point, it feels like I'm channeling like just my soul. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm just channeling my soul. Like, and I love speaking with purpose and being intentional. You get what I'm saying? So I wanted to master that in a more authentic way. You feel me? The whole thing with my YouTube channels, I never wanted to like really schedule videos like that. And I was trying to find that balance, and I'm finally at a point where now, because I've done all this work, y'all, like on myself and just growing, now it comes naturally. Like, I'm not even because I'm not putting so much pressure on myself, and I'm not thinking like, oh, I have to post, I have to do this. It's flowing naturally. Like, now I just got out the shower and I started thinking about distractions and how that's causing me to be here and feel like I'm in this rut or whatever. And I was like, you know what? I started walking through it. I'm like, oh, this might help somebody. You feel me? I'm not even going to work through this entire thought. I'm going to record it and then work through it and see where it leads me. You get what I'm saying? And that all came from a culmination of just doing the work. You feel me? I feel like I'm saying a lot of the same things, but I need y'all to really understand that, bro. Like, you cannot bullshit on the work. You feel me? And it's still things I'm not doing that I need to do. You feel me? Like, I don't sun gaze as much as I need to. I haven't even grounded yet. You feel me? I'm in Atlanta, so the weather is not ever really bad, but you feel me? So there's still things I still need to do, and you feel me, to be more consistent with this energy flow. You feel me? Because the more you master yourself and the more energy you input into yourself, it's just like you gonna be good, bro. You don't want for nothing. Like I don't want for nothing, bro. You feel me? I don't need the newest sneakers. Like I don't need the newest anything. Like I don't need the newest clothes. I don't care about the newest. It's crazy because I'm really starting to see how more further removed I am from like everything else. Because I'll give you an example. I had like a little thing, a gathering at my crib, right? And I was trying to, I don't know why it wasn't working, but my friend was trying to give me the thing to switch music, right? And then I was trying to connect it, but then I was also looking through music, and I'm like, damn, I'm just so far removed, bro. Because like I told you, I haven't been listening to music, so I don't know what everybody's really listening to right now. You get what I'm saying? Like you'll hear the TikTok trends and stuff like that, but I don't really know what everybody's listening to right now. I don't really know what's hot right now. You get what I'm saying? As far as that goes, like, and even with the TV shows, like I just be hearing people talk about it, but I'm not watching those. You feel me? Like when everybody's doing their reviews, like when Squid Games come out, I still have not watched that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not attuned into everything that's happening in pop culture like I used to when I was really, I'm not even gonna say younger because they don't have nothing to do with that. When I had a different mindset, you know what I'm saying? Like when I was at a different place mentally, when I was using those to find some sort of gratification in my life, or you know, like validate those emotions of me being disconnected, you know, from the world, and me being able to step into another world, whether it be through video games, movies, TVs, you feel me, whatever. Like I'm not there no more, you feel me? I just want to gain knowledge, you feel me? Like knowledge, like I've always been a truth seeker, a knowledge seeker, but now I'm not plagued by those distractions, you know what I'm saying? So I'm able to step into who I truly am and able to sit with myself, and now everything just flows. You feel me? Like, it's a beautiful thing. And I'm gonna leave y'all with this because I feel like I'm repeating a lot of the same things, but like, bro, get to a place where you love yourself unconditionally. You can talk to yourself and give yourself that same love. Even simple things like, let's say you drop something, don't be like, oh, what's wrong with me? Just have grace for yourself. Like, oh, damn, let me get this up. You feel me? So I don't hurt myself. It's so good. I'll get another cup, whatever. You feel me? Like, talk when you have those moments. Talk to yourself like how you would, I guess, how you wanted somebody to talk to, or if you had a good household, or whatever you want to say, like a good 2-parent household, 1 parent, like whatever. Talk to them talk to yourself how they talk to you, or whatever. You feel me? Like whatever is gonna ease you. You feel me? Like if let's say for example, if I saw my nephew and I give him something of mine and he breaks it, I'm not gonna go to him screaming or wilding. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, like it's alright. You feel me? Just next time, just try to be more cautious. You feel me? Because you know, whatever the case may be, I'll come up with something, but I'm gonna talk to him, you know, so he knows that he's not a bad person and he didn't do anything wrong. He just made a mistake, and that's okay. You feel me? So you need to give yourself that same love, just how you would talk to somebody else, your friend, a loved one, like, yo, like it's gonna be all right, like we good. You get what I'm saying? Just like that, and watch the difference you make, bro. Watch the difference you make. Like I'm telling y'all, but that's what I got for y'all today, man. No distractions, man. Even though time ain't real, this is everybody's year. You feel me? I feel like everybody is awakening. Everybody is getting tapped in. I'm learning a lot from people that are further ahead in their journey. And I'm also helping people that are just starting their journey. You know what I'm saying? It's like this cycle. I don't know. I'm talking too much. All right. So, y'all have a good one. I'm catch y'all on the next one. I post every Friday as of right now on YouTube, 1 full-length video, and I post shorts every day on YouTube. I also post content every day on TikTok, so if you're interested in that, the link is in the bio. I'm gonna see y'all next time.